Hello and a warm welcome to you. We're in Las Vegas, USA for the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. Vegas in Nevada, one of the most visited destinations in the world. There's the famous Vegas Strip and the Old Town, Fremont Street, a neon glitz and glamour delight, and thousands upon thousands of people visit there every single day. The Orleans Arena is a major draw too for this championship, and it's getting very interesting indeed as we head towards the end of the round robin. Our featured game in this session, it's session 18 now, and it's the United States against China. Huge game for the US, still in with a chance of the top six, and China also theoretically can make it too. So it's going to be nervy stuff. I'm Alison Walker, and with me for live commentary on this one is two-time Olympian from the USA and Swiss Helm. We'll keep you updated with everything else that's happening inside the arena as well. Really good atmosphere in the lead up to this session of games. Team China marching in there to the applause of the crowd. And behind them, USA, there they are. Fantastic game for them last night, beating Canada, and they're right in with a chance here. And here are the lineups for you. Lead player, Philip Tilker. Playing second for USA, Colin Huffman. Rich Ruhonen is the skip, and Greg Persinger plays the skip stones. For Team China, Zhao Jilin plays lead. Zhu Xingtao is second player for China. Xiu Qiang is third. Zhu Deja is the skip. That's the lineups, and these are the standings. Scotland, Sweden, Canada and Norway all into the qualification in the next round. Switzerland, Korea, Russia, United States and China also potentially can get in there. China included, obviously. Switzerland, Korea, Russia in with a better chance. So these are the matchups. Scotland plays Switzerland, important game for the Swiss. The Scots already through. Canada through. They play Sweden, also through. It's Italy, Germany, and our game, United States against China. Two teams wish each other well, and let's bring Anne in for her thoughts ahead of this one. Well, how will this team be feeling?
Well, coming off an emotional victory over the reigning world champions, Team Canada, last night, USA needs to hold on to that momentum. They have had a couple of very disappointing last shot losses throughout this championship, but they looked to be on form last night, and again successfully took down the #1 team coming into the event. And this morning, right back out onto the ice, right back into this fantastic venue. They're going to have some crowd support, and it's going to be a really big day for USA. And China, they played Canada their last game as well. They didn't fare quite as well as USA. They dropped the game, but this side from China has shown moments of absolute brilliance where they can make any kind of shot. They tend to have a little bit of an aggressive tendency, so we should see lots of rocks in play. This should be a really fun match to watch this morning. And by virtue of the pre-game practice, the skills competition that happens, the last stone draw, China came out on top, and they have the last stone advantage in this end. USA, they go first. They're throwing the red stones.
Yep, so we're all set for an intriguing battle between these two. Different styles. And Philip Tilker gets us underway, the 40-year-old from Seattle. He's out of Seattle Granite Curling Club. Been on this team for 3 years.
Yep.
Lead players always such a key position in the team, and they'll want to get off to a good start here, get the stones Good positions.
They are going open.
Zhao Jilin, he's just 23, very young team from Harbin in China. Won the silver medal at the Pacific Asia Championships in November last year. Played in the World Juniors as well. Only curling for 9 years. So contrasted ages here between the two teams as well.
Okay, you know the speed now.
As well as experience.
Yeah, now, this is an interesting shot here. The scouting report on Philip Tilker is that he throws the counterclockwise rotating shot 3.5 times to 1. This is very unusual. This is a clockwise rotating shot. Hardly ever plays this turn. And look at that. Lands it perfectly. That's a pretty good sign for USA. If their lead is firing well.
Yeah. Is that the way he's always played? Is that just what he does?
It could be a tactic here that USA uses based on who's sweeping on what side, how to get the most curl, how to get the most out of the ice. So, but if you're scouting against them, you know that USA's tendency is going to be to go to the counterclockwise rotating shot for their lead. That's going to be their default position. So China already trying to maneuver USA to that other side of the ice, the other turn, and USA answers beautifully.
Yep, China will have done their homework here. Their coaches will have looked at that. Not quite covered.
Yeah, so we're looking for like a 14 probably, so about an 80.
And now Colin Huffman, he's the 33-year-old, originally from Fairbanks, Alaska, found his way to Seattle and now lives in Minneapolis.
Still 9-10.
Curling's brought him all the way across the continent.
Yep, and Chaska plays out Chaska Curling Centre, which is the most amazing curling centre, brand new facility, a couple of years old, and
68.
full of new members following the Olympic Games success, so that's where he practices.
That was a tolerance.
And he opens with a really nice little touch shot, taps the Chinese stone to the back of the rings.
Here's Xu Jingtao, 25 years old, playing second for China, 9 years on the team. Another youngster, very good youngster out of Harbin curling. Nicely done. Big basketball fan. And they're a happy team this, you know, they've smiled away through this championship. Had some really good performances and some really close losses. And we've seen enough of them to know that they are definitely a team to be reckoned with.
I like that more. Yeah, and if we make it good, if we're a little heavy, we go to the back. You guys like this?
Okay.
So you think it's like a 90 here?
I still think an 80.
Tolerance is deep.
Yeah.
So USA is switching turns on this one. They are deciding to come the other direction.
Line's good.
Whoa, where are we?
Line's good.
Can you get to the back one?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Then,
I love this shot because you can see the curl, you can see the way it's going.
Whoa. Whoa.
Clean, clean, clean.
Whoa.
I like that actually, Rich.
I do too. I do too. I love it. Great shot.
A little bit deeper than they would have wanted.
I just done both.
That's what they call the freeze dump at the back. And we get the rules of play.
I'd rather have
We're scheduled for 10 ends. 6 ends are the minimum. Each of these teams get 38 minutes of thinking time. And they're allowed to stop that clock once for 60-second timeout and an interaction with their coach or a member of their bench.
Usually we see that towards the end of the game. And decisions become really critical.
And China sticking with those big run-back takeouts. And with that one, they have changed the angles quite nicely. They've got a couple of corner guards.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Let's call it here, Richie.
Normal.
What are we trying to do?
Just, I think we're trying to roll.
Okay.
So we're trying to not touch the back one at all?
Yeah, if we touch it, it's okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's tolerance. Tolerance is making the back.
I'm worried this might carve a little.
Well, we can throw more weight if we're worried about it, because if you
We're
get to
throwing
the...
9.5 or 9.
This is one where your tolerance is 9, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you don't
So
need
slow
us.
down the middle.
You're telling us what's going on. This is Rich Rohanen. He's 47. He's an attorney, and he's not curling.
Yep,
Keep it on that center.
yep, Phil, yep.
You got it. Keep going. Keep going.
First year on this team. How's this looking?
Gotta go. Hold
It's
it.
over curling by quite a bit,
Get it out.
but it works out just fine. And all of a sudden, USA sits 1-2-3. But the way this is setting up, China can take advantage of.
Weight was good. That just moved.
There's trouble. Looking at you.
A little full, but that's a good thing.
little full?
It moved, yeah, it moved.
Great shot there.
Yeah, certainly a really good outcome for USA.
Yeah, and now China's going to try and use this USA stone. They're going to hit and roll.
Zhao Qiang, he's 27. 11 years curling. Into basketball as well. Part of that Pacific winning silver medal team in there in Australia.
And they had two different corner guards to hide behind. What a great setup shot for China. Remember, China's got the last stone in this end,
Looking at an 80.
What'd you get on me, Phil? On my
and all of a sudden they've got one second count tucked underneath the corner.
Here, Greg.
I think an 80.
Rich.
Little tight.
That feels big to
Little
me.
tight.
Okay.
Yep. Little tight.
I don't think
Rohanen
we're-
is
We're
the
not
skip,
heavy.
but plays the third
Line
stones.
perfect. 7. Line perfect. Top. Gotta be full 8.
We are 7.
Whoa. Whoa, then whoa. Big whoa.
Six.
Full 8.
37 years
Whoa,
curling.
Whoa. Whoa.
6.
Whoa.
6.
Whoa.
Maybe a little bit. Carbs, pretty good. I think
Carved though, it's wide open.
You got a little tight though, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
It
even at
is
the end, I
open
mean,
for
at
the
the
double
end,
Pushed
takeout.
it into it though. At the end.
Team China has to navigate that port. You can see
They like these shots though, don't they?
they really do. And there's huge reward for making it. You will sit 2 double stacked under a corner if you throw the right weight and hit the right spot.
Zhao Qiang, here he goes.
And the nice thing about this team from China is they play these shots, they don't bomb them down there. This is a very control weight shot. They know how to manage the angles and the sweep, and they want to keep their shooter. Oh, and they do. They just get a little unlucky on the one bounce, and USA sitting second count.
Just not enough on it. Good effort though.
It just over curls a hair. Now Greg Persinger needs to follow his skip stone.
Yep, he's 40,
Feels light to me.
playing the skip stones
Line's really good.
from Fairbanks, Alaska. That's where he still
We're
lives.
5 now.
Colin,
No, we're not.
come on, gotta go.
Played in the men's of Victoria in
guys.
2013.
Mile short. 1 mile.
This is a struggle,
1
Anne.
mile short.
87 and bumped it. No. Jesus.
That's a very dangerous miss for USA. China can hit and sit 1, 2, and 3.
还是或者咱先卡一个，两分再卡。行，你就拿那个找，就打定这个第一局。
再来，现在场地稍微有点霜。OK。
Yep, they know what could happen here.
Yeah, USA's got to be thinking, how did we get into this mess all of a sudden?
This is the skip for China, Zhao Deja. Played in a couple of other men's worlds in 2014, 13, and indeed in 2015 as well. So he has a lot of experience at this level, guiding this young team. How's this shaping up? There we go. Line 3. Well swept.
Make it. Right?
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
I think so.
Big shot now for the
You can go
USA.
as deep as back button, back 4 even. Give us go 6 feet.
Less.
Yep, go.
You hate to think that you're throwing a shot maybe for the game in the first end.
No. Line's good. Well,
6.
yeah, 6.
Crowd are urging this one on.
Line. Yeah, now go. Gotta go, Phil.
They've got to bury part of this.
All the way.
Need it behind that other red if they can, and need to be as close to being shot stone. Not bad.
Yeah, they're going to force China to make a
4. Here we go.
somewhat difficult
Early.
little tap.
I thought we did. Okay.
USA to escape this end is going to need a little bit of help from Team China.
Yeah, they need a miss here of some kind. Otherwise, could be 3. Last stone of the first end. There's the skip.
These are the kind of shots he's been making with a ton of precision. He is all over the guard.
Oh my goodness, what drama here in this first end. So, mistakes. Well, yeah, just when we said making shots all the way, it's a steal for the US. After the first end, we'll be annoyed at that, but USA will be mightily relieved. USA 1, China 0.
Yeah, if we read that better, you are buried top 4.
I should have said something too. You guys were like jumping on it right away. I was like, I thought I had more.
Second end now
I don't like
of our featured game
No, but 2 guys.
between the United States and China.
Needs a bump. Needs a big bump. Where is the bump, kid?
Well, we've had quite a bit of drama already just in that first end.
Yeah, USA living dangerously in the first end. And you gotta wonder, you think back, they actually made almost all their shots. Just China outmaneuvered and outpositioned. USA has to be very careful. This Chinese team is very clever.
I tried to give one.
Their steely approach to making these shots, and you spoke to it earlier, Allison, the joy with which they approach these situations.
They relish them, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. And they know that it is a privilege and a pleasure to be out there competing at this high level. And they keep the stress in check quite well.
Okay, Hey. I got the same split.
You just wonder sometimes if that little bit of luck is the way it's going to go if you're on a bit of a roll.
Okay, well,
We're definitely short.
Well, leave it 2 then, I guess.
China won't dwell on that first end, though. They'll just go about their business and get the placement positioning going again. USA will be mightily relieved because they were looking at 3 there.
4.
4 potentially, yep.
Yeah, it would have been a massive opening score for China, but that's the way curling goes. It's not exactly how many shots you make, it's when you make them. China looking to activate that corner guard right away.
That looks quite nice, but popping out the other side. Right, let's head over to Canada, Sweden. 2 favourites here in Las Vegas. First end, and Nadine going for 3 here. What a start this would be for Sweden against Canada. They've been like a machine, this Swedish team this week. Here he goes.
This is a pretty long double takeout.
1, 2, away they go. And it is 3 for Sweden. Well, that's a statement of intent. Definitely the team to beat here. And Scots have been going well too. They're up against Switzerland. Switzerland still with a chance of those top 6 places as well. First end. There's Mount. The skip already with 1 in there.
Line's good.
Still you, Hammy.
Redstone, you can see it.
Oh, you, Hammy. Hard line.
There's another one right in front of it, another yellow. It's going to make life a bit difficult. It's a good effort. Left himself with too much, so it's just 1. Scotland 1, Switzerland 0 after the first end. Back to our game.
Yeah, on our feature sheet, USA took the corner guard off. And China came up short on their draw around the center setup.
All right, good shot.
So just targeting this one on the outside.
Yes, ran right there. That's a good shot.
Away it goes, hits and sticks.
They don't want to mix it up at all. He's talking about killing that guard first. Now he's going to do it.
And targeting those red guards there. Away they both go. And there's the USA coach, Phil Drobnik.
Speech be pretty good now.
He's had a busy few months.
80 to a 90 even.
I don't know if it's 90.
Okay, let's throw an 80. Switch over there.
Top four.
His real job is a probation officer.
You got it?
Blue hair. All right.
It's job to wrangle these criminals here as they stole their first end.
Keeping them in line.
Come on. Come on, both. Yep.
He would encourage that every day, I would guess.
Gotta go. Going for weight. Gotta go for both.
Okay, line's
go for
okay.
line and weight. Go, go, go. Got a good one. Go. Six.
Line's good.
Phil. Go,
Easy.
Phil, go.
Yep.
Go.
Both of you.
Go. Go right to the floor. Go.
Every inch.
We're going to pop inside.
No, that's good. That's good.
It's perfect. You want to be under this.
Great shot from Skip, Rich Rahonen.
Little tight, Greg. Greg, I've worked it a little.
And there's Marcel Rock, the coach for Team China from Alberta in Canada. And been looking after Chinese teams for the last 3 years or so with great success.
Okay.
你手几局？3局啊？3局。我们9局差不多。差不多。稍微小点。力量偏小一点。
下线。
USA stone that's buried on the top of that 8-foot is well placed, and China looking to tuck right around. Oh, and they just tick.
Just grazed that top guard, their own guard. Although
And they push those guards to a stagger that is going to be very difficult to end up managing. USA has a chance to hit and roll under.
I love control. I think that's too much ice.
Yeah, his ring did straight.
We can hold it.
Little less.
Throw good control.
Soft.
Wait.
No, weight's good. Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Colin, go, Colin, go. Go, hard.
Every inch. That's good. That's really good.
That's pretty good.
yep, they're happy with that.
Well, just enough.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sorry, just I hit the broom, but you're right. Just
Less
a
ice,
little
bud.
less. I know. I didn't want to wreck though.
Never.
He was quite a long way from the guard.
That's my job.
All right.
刚才那个劲儿8局，得9局了，上面9局差不多。没有意义啊，这球。行，反正中间够得1分。
So catching the guard with his first one. Let's see what he can do with this second.
Yeah, they throwing about the same weight. They know the line this time.
This is looking better.
10局。
China is climbing the rings. They are hopeful that they can change the angle a little bit and that they'll have access for their skip. But even if they don't, even if USA is working around out here on the side,
Just rip it.
Yeah.
China's got the full 4-foot for draws for their skip.
Yeah, but they can't get in.
He's gonna go here, right?
Okay.
He doesn't really have anything here, but
You're right.
I guess he
If we
could
guard,
chip
though,
it
he
in.
can
but-
tap it.
yeah, he can chip it to here.
If we guard, he'll tap.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Always thinking
Just
about
peel it.
what your opponent's going to do.
Make him make that intern really good. And if he ever doesn't make it perfect, you can chase and we can sit too, and he's in big trouble.
Let's just peel it.
Straight peel?
Yeah.
So Skipper Honan, he wants the straight peel, leave nothing that China can work off of on the wing. And if you make this shot, you know that China's going to play the draw.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Good shot.
Throw, Greg. Great rock.
Yeah, that's really nicely done.
Yeah.
And here comes the clockwise rotating draw.
Good shot. Real nice. Good boy. Do that really nice.
是不是感觉场地比那个练习10分钟前涩了？
稍微涩点。
那我就还是点球那力量，投个6区赢了就行，搭一点红边。
Deja, by far the most experienced player on this China team, guiding these youngsters.
56、57、
加到这
5区
5区、56。
好，掏，要再掏再啊！
The weight is very good. And look at that bend right at the end.
That is a really good effort.
USA might be able to see a bit of that stone. You can see right at the end, the outside sweeper going hard, trying to carve or bend that stone in, get as much finish as possible. Beautiful shot for Team China. Great sweeping.
Yep, I can see a little bit poking out there.
I like this.
10.5.
Good control weight.
Eyes on the line.
Yep.
You gotta go.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
We're good. We're good.
Close.
We're really good.
Whoa.
They're happy with it.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Yep.
A little bit.
A bit of a roll as well.
Good throw.
I like that spot.
Great spot. Good throw.
Yep, well done.
Nice shot. Great throw. 10-4.
China will just be going for one now.
Figure if we
Should
try
have been
to
on it a
throw.
little bit earlier. I wanted to roll it just to biting the floor out here, so I
Yeah, it
think
was
about
that
drawing.
grazing of that guard earlier on.
Throw board, I think.
Yeah.
If
You
we
might.
might take off. We're
Yeah,
screwed.
right. No, I like that. You could see half, over half.
Yeah, and this is a much better end for USA. China will likely score this end, but much more in control. And this one is running a bit. It needs to curl here at the end. And hits on the wide side. An absolute disaster for China. For sure, a single point for USA.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll be.
Another steal. Another steal for USA. Two wayward shots from China has given the United States a 2-0 lead now after two.
Right at the end. He was coming tight. And
That's kind of what all of us do there.
Yeah.
It is a little straighter off the
Yeah.
board.
Okay. I think it's more on that side.
正常还是第3局，正打艰难的2分，简单2分就行。我感觉不用太着急，我感觉这局有点着急。
Okay, guys. Top 4. Finish it off. Let's go.
You're watching live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. We're inside the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, in the state of Nevada,
Right to the
in
top
the USA.
Perfect.
Hope you're enjoying the action. We certainly are. We've had plenty of drama so far in this first couple of ends here, but if you're a US fan, you must be delighted with the way things are going so far.
14.
Really good, Phil.
Yeah, made one.
Disrupted second half.
Still very early days
That
in
felt
this
weird.
game. We're only into the third end. China will know that another opportunity lies here. And they haven't played badly.
No,
Just the way
China's
it's happened.
China is, it's really about what's happening with their skip's final stone. That's where the true misses are occurring. And so Deja needs to settle in, use that hammer. He's got the last stone, now he needs to make it. USA switching tactics here. They are electing to put 2 rocks in the rings. Remember, they've had some guards going in the first and second end.
3, maybe
So
4.
shifting up a bit.
Lots of line right now, right here.
More taking the game to China, you'd say.
It will.
Well, one of the things that you've got a lead on the scoreboard. You don't need guards in front of the house. You're winning. You need the rocks in the field of play, in the scoring area. You want to pull China's attention into the scoring area. Distract them from those guards. And again, we see trying a different tactic for China. They've been drawing underneath the corner guard. Now they're going to hit and roll off of USA's stone in the top of the 12-foot. So as USA makes the adjustments, so does China.
Oh, just clips it and it's away.
And this is a tricky center line management when you catch part of the center line early. If it crosses early, it moves really hard. So all the teams need to be really aware of how the movement of the ice is happening left to right and right to left.
Made a move there. All right, got it.
And Rich Rahonen talking about the ice making a move. It curls hard into that back right corner.
Be very precise if you throw it hard.
You know, and players are learning from every shot, their opponent's shots as well. Every single stone out there gives them something to consider.
Yeah, and this is now a very clean situation for USA. China's going to use what they've got, and it's the USA stone on the top of the 4-foot that they're going to try and freeze to the face of.
Maybe a little bounce off, I think, here. Tiny.
But they bounce in the right direction.
太实力了，对，就是在得下。
出来感觉有点像磕，是。
And Colin Huffman gets to use that big, powerful delivery.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
It's going to try and smash a couple of stones out. Should lose the shooter.
Yeah, we don't want to keep that around.
And
I know,
it gets even cleaner.
Suits US not to have stones in play.
Okay, good. Because I never wanted to straight pick it.
No.
I wasn't trying to stay.
There they all go.
Thanks, man.
Not really much for China to play with here.
小点，比上完量稍微小点，比上完量小。
下线，力量，
下线，二，小虎让的，
好，站上面这个也行。OK。
Sorry. Sorry.
So let's go back to that Canada-Sweden game. Canada trying to get back into this. And Brad Gushu with a draw here for 1.
Take a look. They're about this far apart.
3-0 to Sweden after that first end.
3/4
Make sure,
peel,
make
right?
sure you're confident.
Yeah, take a look.
3/4.
I like who's in it.
I like it too.
I don't think we can lose them both. Risk that, can we?
I mean, we can move the ball, but
Yeah, but that's risky if you.
I just want
Because
him
I
to
got
look
to roll
at
it
it.
up.
Doesn't look too concerned.
And try for the force.
All right, Jeff. Line's getting tight.
Brad Gushu makes this clockwise rotating draw at about a 94% rate of success.
In it comes, Canadian fans enjoying that one. Canada have a point on the board, but Sweden, what a start for them. They're still 3-1 after 2.
He's got to make a really good one
Give me an
anyway.
inch more.
And over to Scotland, Switzerland rather. Second end. And this time, Switzerland looking for a couple here.
Yep.
You got to go.
You're okay.
Mark Pfister needs to
You got it.
just nuzzle into the forefoot, right around the button. Make a bit of a tap on a Scottish counter.
Yep. Yep.
He makes this perfect. We don't.
Oh, it's looking nice.
We just draw.
Yeah, really nicely done by the Swiss skip. They take a 2-1 lead there after 2.
Yellow.
Back to USA against China here. 2 steals, as you can see, in those first 2 ends for the US. China wants something on the board here, but it's becoming increasingly difficult.
Yeah, and this is, but you gotta love the way that Team China is willing to just use whatever they've got, given the circumstances. And that is a great shot. Create as much distance as possible between the US stone and your stone in the back of the rings. China is shot stone.
Control. Wait. Board.
He just judged that perfectly.
Board!
Is that enough?
I don't know.
I think that looks a little tight for board.
I think you need a little more.
Let's do it.
Yep. 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 Hard, Colin. Yep. Hard, Colin. Hard.
Off the center line.
Yep. Hard. Easy.
Colin is brushing very hard here.
Nice, sweet bud. Nice.
He's a very powerful sweeper. Holds the line.
And it hangs around.
Good throw.
Oh,
Was that
it's
right?
just out, I think.
I get that booty into it.
It might be on, it might not. Sometimes it's hard to tell from the camera angles.
Again, China trying to rescue this end.
Yeah, and they know that they still have 3 rocks left. They're just trying to hang 2 on the board. If they make this draw even better and force USA to the run back and USA's errant on the run back, then
Changes things again.
yeah, the 2 might be easily attainable. And there you've got it. Look at that. Better line. More of it is undercover. USA either has to play the run back or the draw.
Not quite as much separation. Not as far apart as they would have liked, but certainly better protected.
Absolutely bends in. Completely checked behind the guard.
And we just won't kill it early.
yeah, so I think it's still like, yeah.
You guys like that or this? This?
What do you like?
I like this is fine.
Likes the freeze. I also like the freeze. '83 should be
Got
close.
a 91, bro. I think
6-7 right now.
Got a lot of room right
Let's get
now.
off for a minute.
Wait's close.
It's Phil.
I'm still off, I think, Colin.
7.
Only if you have to.
Wait's really good.
Okay, right to it. Well, Phil.
Go, Phil.
Yep, Phil,
Go, Phil, go.
Both of you go now.
you go.
Both
Both
go
of you.
now. Both go now. Go.
Come on.
Go, Phil. Go, 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 go.
Really good spot.
Great shot.
Great throw.
Wow. That's a fantastic draw from Greg Persinger. He has settled in so nicely here at the World Championship, found his groove.
You were unsure about the call there, Anne?
Oh, there was either two calls, the run back or the freeze. It's you know, and that is it's what your skip is feeling, where you know the ice the best, what shot you feel most comfortable with. You've got to make either one.
Yep, and you've got to be comfortable with it. You've got to believe that you can make it.
Yeah,
that's key.
Either call, there's a zero margin for error. The freeze that they just made gives you a little bit more control and a little bit more options with your last stone.
It is on the lower side of the button though. So China just want to tuck one in here. Oh, and it catches that top red. So close, the sweepers just couldn't.
They just don't have the weight.
I don't know.
It's just been so close with so many of their shots. Made the right decisions.
Right.
We have to guard this.
You're right. You're right, Colin. Absolutely right.
And it's for 3, so we got to guard that. If he makes the yellow tap, so be it.
You just got to cover
want it
a
here.
piece of the red.
Got to cover the nose of it. He just can't nose
Well, right
it.
in the center, if we can put it there, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. So give us a,
That enough?
I think that's plenty.
I like it then.
Give us a
'Cause
4-0 to
my
a
last
10.
one we didn't have.
You're right. We just got to mid-center.
Yeah.
We need the exact same line as your first one.
So the most dangerous stone for USA is their own red one in the top of the 8-foot. Because if China could hit that square on the nose, it's a run back double for 3. So this guard is trying to block that shot.
Line's really good.
The Yellowstone China just threw is a raise really only for 1. And that would be fine with USA to force China to a single point.
Go, you got it. Go. Hard go. Got to cross. Keep going.
You're trying to stop this shot from China, the opportunity.
Very good. That's really good.
And that might do the trick.
Yeah, and Greg Persinger comes up with another great shot. It's helped along by Tilker and Huffman.
A bit of a headache for China here.
Yeah, the tap is difficult. The draw is really
Difficult.
tough. And they're going to go for the draw. They talked about the run double takeout using only the red stones, but decided
Risk and reward.
Yep.
And even the draw is tricky, so this is the last one of the third end now.
And the sweepers have it early, and now they're off, and they're back on. Remember, they need not only full 4-foot, they need a piece of the button. Line looks great. Does he have the weight? What
He does, I
a
think
draw.
he does. Fantastic draw from the skip. Zhou Deja, they needed that one. And that will give them a lift. What, he's mopping his brow. What a sweep from this Chinese team. And what a result for them. United States 2, China 1 after 2. So, accuracy of the tournament, 87%. Which won't be a surprise to you, Anne, because he's been playing very well indeed, hasn't he? Xiao Zhilin.
He's been having an excellent tournament, and he does this. He comes up and he sweeps his own stone. It's a unique choice for a player, and you got to love the intensity. He's not just going to throw it good, he's going to sweep it perfect.
Yeah.
Need a bump.
It's a real team effort from Team China.
Still gotta go on.
And Wiltilka's good too, 86% for the week.
Yeah. Phil has really settled in. He had a couple of struggle games, I would say, but he has really settled in, connected with the draw weight, the speed and movement of the ice. And he's getting a lot of production from his stones.
He played in the World Men's in 2013 in Victoria, Canada, as lead. He played on the big stage before. And beginning to enjoy this week now, I think. Now things are going a little bit better. Got a good run going.
So China working hard to keep the distance and hold the angle.
Need this to come round. Well, that settles. We'll give you an update elsewhere. Canada, Sweden, a big one at the top of the table. And third end, Sweden leading 3-1. Nicholas Edin.
Yeah, and this is an up weight takeout. He's looking to blank this end, remove everything from play. He's got to hit half the Canadian stone in the top of the rings.
Oh, nicely done. Never in doubt. Swedish fans, these youngsters are from the Swedish Curling Academy, over to support Sweden and see firsthand a World Championship.
You want it right here.
So it stays at 3-1, that game between Canada and Sweden, Sweden leading. This is the fourth end of our featured game between USA and China. USA need the win to keep those qualification hopes alive. China too have a very outside chance depending on other results. So huge amount to play for here in this game. Still recovering from that sweep, I think, in the previous end, and the ones in this end.
You know what? This is the perfect visual to see just how hard those sweepers are working. It is physical. It takes a ton of strength and stamina.
And you know, and the other thing is, it's about having done a big sweep and then composing yourself for your shot, for your delivery, to make sure it goes well.
Yeah, it's these athletes train really hard to learn how to manage their heartbeat, being able to lower your heart rate so that when you are shooting, when you're throwing, that you are under control, that your heart isn't racing like a rabbit's, and that you are very steady every time you throw.
And sometimes you would barely know they'd had a big sweep because they managed that so well. 81% for Colin.
Gotta go hard, guy.
Definitely, as the week's gone on, this US team have definitely improved.
All right. Wow.
That just jumped on him.
Yeah.
That's the spot you told me I was always taking too much room, so I took a little.
Rich, what do you think that was? I thought
9-6.
I thought I was pretty close.
Yeah.
So USA wondering why that stone curled. I would tell them, if I was their coach, that it's likely just a little bit farther outside where anyone's been. The pebble's still pretty fresh, maybe a little bit sharp. And
the rest of the players will be aware of that now. They all look to see what else is happening on the ice on both sides. They're worried about this yellow.
You want to know about strength and power in the sweep? Well, there you have it.
Zhao Jilin was relieved there.
Just crushed this all the way down the ice.
Oh, they knew it was close.
There is no lack of intensity.
No. Oh, wow. Just set it back.
I thought they were welded.
No.
Well, let's verify that beforehand.
Set it back.
We need more communication then, because he thought they were well.
What went wrong there?
Well, the shooter in the hack, Colin Huffman, thought that those rocks were absolutely frozen together and that he could hit it anywhere. This team, the U.S. team, definitely does utilize their own individual experiences to bring to the shot selection, the broom selection. You'll see it a lot. They move the broom, and sometimes it leads to a bit of miscommunication, and that's kind of what happened there. And now it's opportunity China.
USA with the hammer in this end, remember. The last stone advantage. That's a good positioning there from China.
Yeah, those guards are a little close together. The double peel is pretty easy.
I thought they were frozen, so he could do that.
Yeah, they weren't.
Kind of a routine shot.
Like if they were welded, that's where I needed to hit it. Whoops.
Colin needs to let go of that last shot. It's time to make this shot here.
Yep, don't dwell on it. Learn from it. That's what coaches would say, like Yuan. So
Yep.
Shrahonen will dispense of these guards. That's the plan.
Straight back. Got it.
Yeah, only one that gets the other. Shifts.
Dang it, just slid a little tight.
Yeah,
The roll goes over the edge of the 8 foot. So not a bad result for USA.
I threw that bad.
Following a miss with a miss.
Enough cover there for that one.
Yeah, and it comes up absolutely short. They needed to be second shot. They were hoping to be down into the 4 foot, and we peek in on sheet A.
Yep, Switzerland need a win here against the informed Scots. Last stone from Bruce Mouat in this third end. Oh, so that's a steal for the Swiss. Well, Scots not firing on all cylinders this morning. 3-1 to Switzerland. A little roll.
Tuck the corner.
Yeah, and they check a corner underneath
All we needed.
that staggered guard.
Which is the bare minimum necessary.
We can play this with down weight, though, unfortunately.
All right. Just enough.
It'll be tough for China to hit on the inside and roll under. It's not impossible. You can see the angles there.
提线力量往里滑一点。
Here's their skip. Quite a tricky shot for him though. Zhao Deja.
And the opposition looking over your shoulder.
Looking for this little roll if they can. Sticks in position and very available. But it was a difficult shot.
If you pick it, he'll go and hit the
board?
back right.
Yeah.
won't he? And then we just drop one.
What's the call, Rich?
Board.
Kate.
Forward, okay.
This is fine.
Kate.
You stick around, he's gonna hit. So let's do it. Let's make him make something. Bumper weight.
Enough ice?
What do you think? I think you're close. Throw it well. Yeah, because you can roll a little bit, huh? You don't have to nose it.
Yes! 1%. Persinger throwing these skip stones, the 4 stones.
Hard, gotta go. Hard.
Targeting this China.
You got it. Hard.
Working so hard to hold this line.
Great sweep.
Oh my goodness, it was close to that yellow at the top of the 12-foot. Away it goes.
That's a pistol.
That's
Good
an
sweep,
awesome
boys.
shot.
Good sweep, boys. Good sweep.
Nice
Fantastic
sweep,
sweep from Huffman and Tilker.
I just said good
Nice
sweep.
sweep.
I was right.
Interacting
Call
with
it.
the crowd there.
Great sweep. Great call.
Colin gave himself the old great sweep pat on the back.
Go to your sweepers? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That's about max capacity, so. What do you have there? Just
Didn't put my hand
Did you
on
get
it.
them for me? No. Give another back. That's okay.
Yeah, great to see that in the heat of battle. Managing some words for the spectators.
踏板，这个就给他打掉为主。送2分还有打，送3分就没打了。
And now the pressure shifts to Team China. So Deja. Hit and roll, and this one's running a bit straighter. He's thrown a hair more weight than on his first. And not gonna get the angle, and even worse.
Oh, he knows it.
We talked at the end of the last, just need to make those shots. Your skip has got to make the final shot. At this level of play, you cannot have errant shots on that last one.
Yeah, this one,
Just
even
a
if
little,
you feel like
5
you kick
feet.
a little heavy,
13
make sure
inch.
to follow through.
Yep.
And look what it's left the USA with.
I like the kick. I like the throw.
Coming down this other side, stone of the 4th.
Well,
Already 2 in there
Out quite a way.
for the USA.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're just
Yeah.
clean, clean, clean.
13-5.
shot.
Oh, and they'll take this, thank you very much indeed, they say, USA. And it comes, and it's 3. And what an important end this could be in terms of the outcome of the whole game. Fans delighted with that.
Great sweeping,
Two
guys, on that
pistols,
one.
Gregory.
Great. I saw you let
Well
it go.
played end from the US point of view. They take a 5-1 lead after 4.
Yeah.
Good work. Hey, big end.
Big end.
Let's go.
Smart now. Let's go.
We'll grab some water.
Well, there are the numbers for you so far in this, our featured game at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship.
Bump on it, kid.
And it's
Look at this guy.
5-1 to the
New
USA.
man.
And
We're
US
there.
controlling this game now. Very much in charge.
Line's good.
It's all yours. A little bit.
China want to bounce back in this end, get a couple on
God,
the
I just can't give
scoreboard
them enough, like,
before the
there's no way
break.
to-
Get themselves back into this. And really, and it's just been
If I give them
mistakes
more-
from
Got it,
their
more
skip,
handoff.
really, that have led to a lot of their problems.
I'm gonna try the end.
That's incredible.
We just need wider sheets.
So
You're
USA
incredible, man.
talking
I don't know how you do
about
it.
how to manage the curl on their lead stones. It's really all about the rotation for Phil Tilker. That last stone only had 1.5 rotations on it. And that's just going to slip sideways, hard to manage.
今天应该没问题啊。还可以，那直接交给我。
China have to be patient. They've still plenty of ends to catch up.
Yeah, and the team China is absolutely, they get better as the game goes on. So USA cannot let down in any way.
Definitely less.
China will have points. They'll generate points. And USA needs to get their defense tactics well in order.
Go, 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 go. Come on. Go.
I don't think you want to hook them. Just leave it. Just leave it.
Yep.
Just a little bit better rotation.
Okay.
And it holds the line easier and split center this time.
Right.
OK，靠这边差不多。下线。哎呦，滑的大，滑的大。
And China being down by 4 points means they're going to employ the tactic of using double corner guards. We call them corner guards, but they're really side guards out to the side of the sheets, and they hide a corner of the scoring area.
Third.
That's fine.
Here's the guard.
I think it was way thicker than a quarter.
Yeah.
I hit an 8, but we missed it by this much. It
Yeah,
was
third.
half.
Yeah, third.
Yeah, need to keep their concentration levels up. USA.
踏板。
Okay, let's give you an update on what's happening elsewhere again. We're off to Canada, Sweden. 3-1. Fourth end now. And Nicholas Edin with the final stone in this end. 2 reds in there for Canada already. So facing 2, Nicholas Edin.
And he's got that 2-point lead. He's elected to play the hit, a nose hit, and a little bit of an inside roll gets him shot, and a 3-point lead.
Hits and sticks for 1. Job done in that end as far as Edin is concerned. They take a 4-1 lead now into end number 5.
And in our feature game, Chu executes a delicate little hit and roll takeout.
Straight peel.
I think this is the call.
I'm not sure whether it's a glance at the scoreboard, a glance at the big screen, or a glance at the coach. On the lead player.
Yep. Clean. All right, good.
Throw.
It's most often a glance at the time clocks. Because remember, each of these teams gets 38 minutes of thinking time. That means the clock runs whenever they're not actively shooting the stone. And that's a look at the time clocks.
And then it stops when they start delivering, build up to the delivery.
And usually one of the players on a team, it's their job to watch the clock, manage the time. It's usually one of the front end players to make sure that they leave themselves a comfortable amount of time for the last couple of ends in the game. And that is a beautifully placed guard by Team China.
We're shot up top.
Right. Well, that doesn't matter, but.
No, but.
And we have seen some teams getting quite close to the wire with the timing, so it is important
Clean.
that someone watches it.
Yep.
So that beautifully placed guard was only beautifully placed for a few seconds. Again, China needs some stones that they can play with.
And China feels it's time to take care of the stone that's in the top of the 12-foot. Zhou Qiang. And he needs this rock to curl. He got on the outside of that center line. Once it grabs it, it gets the movement it needs. Ends up in a super spot for China.
You see, you're looking at it.
There is an angle for the double takeout. It's precise, but well worth going for.
In half, right? Probably
I don't think you can roll out. If you hit it too thick, you can't roll over the top.
I think we should play the stick around. Otherwise,
That's true. Yeah, that's fine.
point.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
you know, we'll play the out turn.
Control, you can't roll
And
far
we
enough.
play like
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree.
just normal.
It's normal.
Like that. I think we just want to roll over towards it.
You could probably even throw 9, and I don't think you can roll over the top.
I think we just want to roll over towards it, like just a 9.5.
Yeah,
I think I was thinking 9.5.
Yeah.
I like that weight.
Like Al said,
I mean,
whatever,
if I
whatever
take-
weight you can't roll over the top with.
Right. We just got to roll towards it.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
9.5 is the weight.
Okay.
I think your tolerance is 9 even. Because
Yeah.
you can't roll over the top with 9.
Okay.
Make it.
There you can see all the action going on inside the arena. Great crowd in this morning to watch.
Weight's good. Yep.
Yeah, they got up early.
Whoa. 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 Go, Colin, go.
Go.
Go. Go. Roll it.
All day.
Come on, get it way
All day.
over there. Go. Go. All right, that's really good.
Great throw.
Nice shot, that hit and roll. China's going to have a tough time creating separation.
Meantime, over to Scotland, Switzerland. I'll give you an update on that one. Fourth end.
Switzerland rolled out on a takeout attempt in their last, and it's leaving an open house for Bruce Mowat. It's not just an open house. There's 2 Scottish rocks in those rings.
A real chance for Scotland to potentially go into the lead here for the first time in this game.
Really move the momentum for that hard-charging Scottish team that sits atop the standings.
Look at this, look at this. Really nicely done. 4-3 after 4.
And the hit and roll on our feature sheet was so good that China has elected to freeze. It over curls just a hair, but now look at how complicated these angles are for USA. It's a precision shot needed. It's no longer an open shot, and any kind of over curl or mismanagement of angles will leave one of the Chinese stones in the rings.
I'll take a run at that.
You might get them all.
It's certainly safe.
Look at that.
I think that's what he's playing.
It's like a quarter stone.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we scrape this on the way by,
like
they
this,
all
Greg.
go.
Go for a quarter stone. If you
Or
get
you
a little
just
thicker,
rip
you get it
this.
off the red. I like this.
Either way.
Everything
You
can
can
go
make
here,
this
Ant.
pretty easy. It's
Which
going
one
to
do you
take
like?
this.
No, I like this.
Yeah, everything can go, and this is about USA's management of the scoreboard. If the score was even 1 point tighter, they might just go for the single pick off the back stone, the wide yellow counter that's in the 12-foot. But knowing that you're up by 4 points, this is the shot to play.
They can afford to go for it, basically.
Absolutely.
Slow.
So if it doesn't come off, it's not the end of the world.
Off the red. Great save.
Oh!
Let's go, Greg.
And Greg Persinger has absolutely found his groove.
Yep, having a great game.
Had a kid.
Couple of struggles early in the week, and there isn't a bit of struggle in this one. That's a gorgeous smash.
Yep, spot on, wasn't it? Absolutely spot on for the US. And just in the right place here. 1-2.
Let's go, Greg.
And into position in the forefoot.
Yeah, and look at Greg. Doesn't even look like his heart rate's up at all. He knows he made a great shot, but he's got another one right away that he's going to have to go back down and execute perfectly.
Go hard, Cole!
And these guys are working hard to hold the line. And it's a good shot, that hit and roll deep towards the back of the rings. China now, after that great shot by Team USA on their skips, their fourth stone throwers, second to last shot. China's going to be looking to blank this.
Yep.
Clean, clean.
So you have to leave them with a shot to do that, though.
Yeah, USA wants to force them to make a good shot.
Hey, guys.
Good shot there, Richard.
Yeah. Boys.
So he knows he's done a good job in this end, Greg Persinger and the team. So they'll go into the break in good shape. Last stone of the fifth.
Hard.
Zhao Deja looking to blank this end. Is it going to go out? Is it going to? Yes, it is. So well executed in the end from a China point of view. They get the chance with the hammer in end number 6. Going to the break 5-1 down though, and that's still an awful lot to make up. Highlights of the first 5 ends. It was a steal of 1 for the US in the first. And in the second end, Zhao Deja facing another US counter. Had this final stone to make sure of 1. Makes the hit, but he's short. And his shooter rolls too far. Another steal for the US. 2-0 up going into the third. Really good stone placement here from Team USA. China. Zhao Deja being forced to draw for 1. Really hard work from the sweepers. Really hard work, really well swept. But what a shot. 2-1 to the US now.
Yeah, this
And
one
into the fourth end.
kick a little heavy.
Mistake from China's Zhao Deja to leave a possible score of 3 for US here. Stole from Greg Persinger. He does secure that 3 and a 5-1 lead after 4.
Great sweep. Good job.
Good day, guys.
Team USA in good shape with a 5-1 lead, as you can see there. Elsewhere, Scotland 4, Switzerland 3, Canada 1, Sweden 4, and Italy 3, Germany 3.
today too because I thought we had wrecked.
Me and Phil having a great time over there.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Scotty involved. He's be a little bit more
More reserved.
reserved.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the balance.
Grown up.
All right. So
Well, good job.
We are.
So do we go to the wing?
We're good on we're 4 up. We're good on time.
Do we go to the wing?
What?
That's the question. When he goes short, do we go to the wing? Oh no, he has hammer.
They have hammer.
I was very confused.
I was thinking he got one.
Wow.
Top 4.
Do you like 2 in?
2 in.
Yeah,
so.
I think same thing we did. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 in. I would say if we
打完2分，完了拿球得了，就奔投分走了。
是，
整吧，就不怕负。
来，加油！
就是奔投分走，坚决一点。是吧？开启风走牌。啊，好。
And taking a look at the statistics, you can see it. It's clear. USA having a dominant performance in both draws and hits. And it's reflective on the scoreline. If USA can hold this steady play, China will have a very difficult second half. But we know China's got the game. They get better as it goes along. Stay tuned for the second half of some great curling.
He's got to make a really good one anyway. Yep. Definitely short. Whoa, leave it 2 in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, there are the numbers. And builds up to a very commanding 5-1 lead. And US very much in control here against China.
Good bump, kiddo. Gotta go though.
And although US have played well, China have made a few mistakes, a few errors. If they can fix those, they have a chance here. 5 ends to go. They need to really make sure of something in this end. This is the key end, Anne, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is. And this is, China needs to find a way to get a crooked number on the scoreboard. They need to hang 2 points or more on the scoreboard, and they really need to do it right now.
So this build-up play, absolutely crucial. Xiaojulin, 85%.
Yeah, he's playing absolutely to form. He is setting up the ends well. We know the challenges that China's facing. USA skip is having an outstanding game. The Chinese skip is struggling a little bit.
Yeah, that's been the main difference. Tactically, they've been good. Strategy-wise, they've been really good. Just the final execution with their skip stones and a couple of missed ones early on.
He's like a blind squirrel that also can't hear.
You love a start of 100%, don't you, for your game, Phil Tilker? Well,
Same, I think.
you've got it.
Bumping, actually.
Bumping it.
Usually when that comes up, there's a slight error.
Yeah, I know. It's the curse of the 100% graphic.
Go by a little bit. Go by, go.
And it gets a little heavy there.
Pretty good. It's a little heavier.
God.
These teams have lots of friends and family here supporting them, as you would expect. Great support from US fans as well.
Well, this is an extraordinary venue, the Orleans Arena. They are fantastic hosts for all of these athletes and their support staff, as well as their support team. Fans and family alike filling the venue.
It's a great viewing arena as well. Get really close to the plate. And players love that.
And with that little bit of a mistake, and this is the kind of thing that China can do, they can punish you. Poor rock placement by just half a rock can create a fantastic opportunity for China, and they freeze right down into the pocket.
And they just nestled that one in nicely.
Yep. 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 Yep.
5-1 ahead is a really nice position.
Hard. Hard, come on.
Keep doing the basics well.
Okay. That's okay.
That's really
Punches
good.
thrown out, but actually Stone finishes in a decent position.
Trying to hold it another inch, but
They're starting to move a little there, Rich.
确定往黄的往那边走的。
89就行。
然后你注意他后区那个头。
这点闹不是，8区磕到哪个来？别
确定吗？
对，客厅。
确定。确定，然后他后区是黄的。
那行。
黄的往向后面去。
Xu Jingtao is 65% for this game, so he's not quite as good as he has been in previous games.
Yeah, and he's just struggling a little bit on both draws and takeouts. But not there. That sets up an okay angle.
Tell you he's done lots of great sweeping. And I don't know if the stats take account of that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you've got to remember, that each of these players, they only throw 2 rocks. And, you know, 2 of these guys in each of these teams, they sweep 6. And wow, wow, wow. Colin Huffman, he's been playing at 88% today.
Exactly.
That'll do.
We played,
That will do,
we did
yes
for our
indeed.
Italy game
They both made a mark.
for Chornaz. Anyway.
来这里。
You know, I wonder how much this UST man will have been feeling the pressure of being the home nation, the host, on the back of Olympic success. It's tough for this, been tough for this team, I think.
Yeah, and one of the things that they did a really great job of is being positive about the reality of their situation. They lost 3 games early that they really had. They had the win available to them, and they just didn't execute the shot that they needed to in the moment they were given. But they learned from it, and they've been showing how tough they are. And they actually really appreciate that, you know, the pleasure and the privilege that comes with the pressure of playing in a big event. It doesn't happen very often. These athletes throw thousands and thousands of rocks by themselves in rinks around the world. So when all of a sudden you get to play in conditions like this, a venue like this, you gotta just find a way to enjoy it, and I think that's what USA's done, even with the disappointing losses.
I think it's taken time for them to bed in, and they're beginning to enjoy it, because you enjoy it more when you're winning, right?
What do you want to do, Greg?
Winning's always more fun.
And which one's
That's
counting
really,
there?
really good. We're shot.
USA looks count on top, but maybe it is.
Do you notice how the rocks are wobbling like I told you? Isn't that weird? On mine? On mine,
What
they
do you
did it
mean
too.
by
You
the
can
rocks
hear 'em
wobbling?
It's just not running quite as smooth. There's something visually happening, or when they hit, and that could be the striking bands are not perfectly matched. So if a stone were to smash edge to edge, if the striking bands are not absolutely perfect, you get a little bit of bounce and wobble, especially
Like a
when
vibration.
when you throw so much weight and power like Colin Huffman's been throwing in the last 2 shots.
Sometimes my golf club wobbles like that and hurts my hand. Xiao Jiang, he's 73, so yeah, the middle part, Leeds playing great stuff, but down through the team, they're just not quite as good as they have been in this game.
Yeah, just not quite as crisp. And here's a situation. This rock, heavy. I mean, just absolutely overthrown by... The sweepers didn't touch it. That's 10 to 12 feet heavy.
Yeah, teammates patting him on the back there. Being very supportive. Right, over to Scotland, Switzerland again. This is developing into quite a game here. The Swiss still in with a chance of qualifying. A lot to play for them. Vista with the last stone. Scotland picking up a 3 in that fourth end, and Switzerland hoping to bounce back here. It's a hit for one here, safely made. So it's 4-4 now, going into the break there.
Yeah, and then he's got to make 2 doubles, and he can't leave us a double. I like this. I like this. What kind of weight? 9. Okay. Try to roll the shooter over where?
Edge of the 4?
Over to the right about 4 feet.
So edge of 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bigger question is, do we ever play the intern instead? Nah. God, it feels like the rocks
It's starting to get really flat right there.
Whoa.
9!
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Yep, Bill.
Yep.
You
Whoa.
sure?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
8.5.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Ah, my bad.
You're fine.
Sit. Ah, too much sweep. My fault. I had a little up, wasn't I?
Might have been,
I
yeah.
bet it was 8-5.
It is nibbling.
That was.
Yeah, USA wanted to
didn't get
stay
a good time
third
on it.
count, though, because now the double takeout allows China to sit 1 and 2. USA is hoping to limit China to a single point here.
没有相关。
还得讲太细了，你得平后面的球得保持。
什么力量？
比较远，3秒。
鞋不拿出来。OK。这点，我稍微上面小一点，点上有点小，有点大。
China really could do with things going their way again. Pulling this one off would help. They have a hammer, the last stone. A double here would help the cause. Just a single. And rolling out towards that other red one. Is it in or out? It's in.
行行行，你跟他后面那个。
You got to hit, right?
Huh?
Got to hit, right?
Hit and stick right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they're 2 and 3.
Okay, so we've got from Rich Rahonen, China is sitting 2
He gets 2 here, no big deal.
on the back of the 12-foot, and on the back corner, that's the third count stone. That makes a huge impact.
Grabbed and stuck there.
What weight do you like, buddy?
Or control.
I'm just trying to remember what it's going to do
My
right
outturn
here.
is curled just a
No.
hair.
Right.
Control.
Okay.
I like control.
It's
I
back
like it
in
a
the
lot.
house, so I got to give you a little extra.
I like
Okay.
that ice. I like that broom. Keep your broom down though, Phil.
Yep.
So targeting
touched
that
it on
back yellow there, straight down the center line.
Yeah, and USA needs to keep their shooter on the rings. They need to remove the Chinese stone and then sit 1 and 2.
Long way to curl.
Whoa.
Not
Yep.
going to leave
Whoa.
much on for China here.
Whoa. Whoa.
So watch
Whoa.
where
Whoa.
the
Good, right there,
shooter
right there.
finishes.
Good. Attaboy, good weight.
That was up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's a
Not
decent
bad,
result.
though. I don't mind that. It was more like a 10.
Very
It was
good.
a
That's
10-2.
Greg. That's curling there now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you
I like
were
that.
up
It's
if
back
anything,
in the
just a
house.
hair. You said 10-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
The US line 2. China with that
That's moving.
one on the outside there is shot number 3.
So a stone in the fourth end in a similar spot for China. That's where Zhou Deja missed, but he was throwing the other turn. So they're electing to play the other direction in this situation. And they were hoping to get a roll back towards center, but they accomplished the primary goal of that shot. Remove the USA rock.
Nose is good. If he can, roll it away a couple inches.
Right.
You like this? Or you want this? This?
Control's fine. Control!
Throw good.
It's really important what he leaves China with here for their final stone.
Yep. Come on, Colin, go! Go! Hold it there, go! Let's roll. Okay, that's good.
That's perfect.
Yep, that was the primary intent.
Should have hit it a little earlier, but...
Yeah. Really good throw. We could have made that even better.
Yeah. Good throw.
He makes it, he makes it. It's not easy.
It's not.
The double takeout is available. It's absolutely there.
And China, if they're going to get back into this game, they need this. They have that yellow one counting on the outside edge there. Get rid of these two reds. Get two, they're back in it.
这时候你要是奔2分打，你面临着一失误输1分。
那现在就不能寻思失误了，就得拼了。再稳呐，没2局了。什么力量？
踏板大一点，就磕掉他2个，完了得2分。再来一点。OK。
Last one of the 6. Absolutely crucial one here for Team China. Zhou Deja
looking to make a big impact on the scoreline. They're close to the double takeout. Do they have it? No, just over curls.
They knew that at the end there. Just the one. An opportunity missed, and that's been the story of his game, really. Zhou Deja, it's now United States 5, China 2 after 6.
Yeah, well, the rocks don't roll very big. No.
Did you see that one in yours last night? Like when you hit all those rocks,
they're
two of them jumped up in the air,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
there's like they're like
right.
wobbled.
That might be what that guy's rock hit. Some of that's where it wobbled.
Yeah.
Might have grabbed right there.
So that's the situation so far after 6 ends in our feature game between the United States and China. live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. I'm Alison Walker, and with me, two-time Olympian and Swiss Helm, also world champion and played in 5 world championships, so you know what this pressure's like, Anne.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing opportunity, though. This is what you work so hard for. You know, I talk about those thousands of rocks alone in your curling club. To have these kind of moments is why you put in that work. The time in the gym, the time with your coaches, the time on the road away from family, friends.
But you don't just want to be here, you want to perform, you want to do well.
It's not about just showing up. It's about showing up and doing what you know you are capable of doing.
And transferring all that practice, all those hours into this arena, this kind of arena, and performing for the crowd.
And USA putting, implementing the tick shot, so that Chinese stone started in the free guard zone. You couldn't remove it fully from play. You can move it around, though. You can move it to a better spot for you, and USA did just that.
And we often see that at this stage in the game. They don't want to leave anything on, any stones in play for China.
Okay.
Long guard from them.
They're going to throw another guard.
We might be able to double.
Yeah. Like this,
the
then?
tick. I think so.
Okay.
I think I like it.
It's higher, so we're going to go here.
Make it same weight.
So we'll see this again.
Whoa.
Close. Whoa.
Whoa. Close, whoa.
Whoa.
Yep, Colin, go. Go, Colin, go. Go. Hard, you got it, hard.
Great.
And gently.
Perfect.
What a pair of shots from Philip Tilker. Outstanding play from the USA lead.
Not easy to do, have to be so precise.
I gave him the perfect
But
corner.
a very effective shot when it's done well. Over to Canada, Sweden. 4-1 Sweden there in that big game in the 6th end.
Canada just not able to get offense generated. This is an open takeout, being forced to a single point in the 6th end. Gallant and Walker hard brushing to hold the line for Team Canada's Brad Gushu.
Look at that. Dean Stone on the outside edge there, just forcing Gushu to that one. So it's 4-2 now after 6. The end's getting eaten up there, as they are in our feature game. This is end number 7 now, and a commanding lead. 3-shot lead for the USA.
An appeal, they're trying to pick that one off the side. They almost get it.
Wasn't far away.
Okay, we'll get the other double next time.
There you go, that's the plan.
Look at how close this angle is. Smash on the center line guard, right, millimeters from getting rid of all of them for Colin Huffman.
Specify which double to make.
I made a double.
And this USA team looking quite relaxed at the moment. China having all the work to do. Need to stop them getting anything more than 1 here, even force a steal. Get back into this game.
Okay.
Yeah, and China being very dedicated, sticking to their game plan. They might want to move the guard to the other side of the center line at some point. Give USA something else to look at, a different angle.
Yeah, they keep making the same kind of shots the same way.
Whoa, woke him up.
Friends and family in the crowd there, Anne, for the players.
Yeah, and what a great opportunity. As you said, the arena is perfectly constructed, really close access to the field of play. Fun for players and fans alike.
You don't really get that in many sports. Such great access. So again, it's on that same side of the center line.
Yeah, the one thing now is it's a little different. You might be able to run in to the USA corner, and USA's shooter might stick around over there.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
USA would love to just get rid of everything, and they do. That's
It's the side, so it's out, that one.
That's just awesome.
I think they were quite surprised, but they'll take it.
Look at this. They get rid of 1, 2, 3, and lose the shooter.
Leaving nothing on for China at all.
Yeah, and
Your terrible line call, it's out.
Big smiles all round.
I like that line. Despite your terrible line call, it's out. And those are the kind of deflating moments for Team China.
Still sticking to the plan.
Yeah, they just have to power through those.
We got plenty of room, don't we?
Yeah, you hit half a rock. Goes over all day.
Yep.
Real hard.
Real hard, Phil. Real hard, Phil. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Get anything you can roll. Go. Go. God damn it.
Okay.
And after making the huge shot on his first, USA skip comes up a little tight on line and leaves that rock guarding part of the forefoot. And now opportunity for China.
Right, back to Scotland, Switzerland. Just into the 6th end now. It's 4-all. Bruce Mowat looking for a double here.
Whoa. 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 Yep.
To go back into the lead.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Oh, and it rolls all the way out. So that's a steal.
Hit just a little too thin for Bruce Mowat.
They're trailing 4-5 after 6. Again, Super's called into action here. Catching the guard.
And Soteja's struggles continue.
So the guard, which could have been very helpful, has ended up being a hindrance.
Go under, we go
Do you
this
ever
way,
draw?
right?
We have to.
I think you're right.
Well, you could just peel the wall.
Or they,
Get to the top 4, right? Top. Okay, let's do it.
Doesn't even have to be top 4. It could be right here.
yeah, real good chance you make it better by doing that.
Yeah.
Is
can
the
beat 'em
wiggle
under.
through too too tight, too risky?
Full 4.
It's there, but let's make this great. 80.
Crowd there riveted
wanna
to
fight
the
the
action.
So same kind of speed, you're saying?
Sheet D.
80? 80? I think so. Rich, bite the button.
Huh?
Bite the button.
No,
Full
just top
4.
4.
Top 4 is
You don't have
good.
to be button. You got to get room to
Let
get
him play
another
that
one.
hole or something.
Understood.
We'll bump on a 90s.
Go early.
Got a lot of room right now.
Yours then.
Yep. Line perfect.
Go, boys. Call it.
Mine.
Oh. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Right here.
So safely through past the guard and towards the center line.
And they wanted it full 4 above the tee line.
87.
And That's where they put it. It is absolutely, completely checked behind that center line guard.
这块过不来，这块下也赢。
It's been a difficult morning for the China skip. Another difficult shot for him here.
This is a very, very difficult shot. There's no angle to come around and tap. It's about the run back. He must be close. Not just close. Oh, it's real good.
Yep, finally one comes off for him. Déjà.
And USA's got an opportunity now with that stone sitting wide open.
1, 2, good angle.
Yeah, they just underswept that, actually. They allowed that to curl a little too much, missed the line, and the run stone pops out into the open.
There it is, very exposed. China on 3 wins. United States on 4. But in control here, last stone of the 7th.
Yep. Okay.
Throw.
Shot.
Think they agree.
Goes out.
Okay. Throw, Greg.
Definitely out. That one's a blanked end. So score remains the same.
Those peels today on the out turn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to switch.
5-2 after 7. The ends are disappearing.
Nosing.
United States retain the hammer into end number 7. Looking good for the USA.
基本上还得分名额，他占3区，他给你分进营里；占1区，他给你分边上。我感觉占3区让他分营里，对咱还有点影响。
Welcome back to our live coverage at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship. Lots of games going on inside the arena here, including Canada and Sweden. And lots of Canadian fans in, cheering on their team. Important for these players just to remain focused on the game in hand that they're playing. This is USA-China. USA 5-2 ahead. This is the 8th end now. China desperately trying to get back into this game, but running out of ends.
And they put up a beautiful centerline guard to open this 8th end. And Philip Tilker, he's made several incredible tick shots. He's going to have another go.
You really got to go.
Remember, he can shift it, he can move it, but he can't remove it. Just wants to shift it out of the middle area. And it suits China if it hits the outside, because that means it will be replaced.
Oh, that's a beauty. Moves it off into the wings. Tilker makes another tick shot.
He's the tick man.
Little soft, maybe?
There's the percentages.
And shows you Lin still playing pretty well. So they'll replace their guard. They need something to work with.
Yeah, and now you can see the way that lines up. USA shooter needs to hit very thin and go underneath their other rock that's sitting out there. You don't want to run right into it, because then you're close to the center line. You'll help China achieve, you know, a little bit of a place to hide.
Whoa. No, yep, great, go. Perfect. I wanted to get it under it, yep.
And no problem for USA and their lead, Phil Tilker.
That's another nice one from him.
Yeah, and
look at that pathway in
and taking a look at what's facing Nicholas Edin, skip from Team Sweden. He is playing an up-weight angle double takeout. Remember, they're up by 2 in this game. They need to get to, oh my. They don't touch the Canadian stone, and the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, that was all the noise you heard just a couple of minutes ago. What drama in that game now after that 3 in the first with Sweden. Canada right back in it, and how.
And China doing everything they can to pull back into our feature game. They're down by 3 points. USA has the last stone.
Outturn then. Outturn. He wants the outturn.
Both are there. All right, let's play the out. It's safer.
And the numbers for the 2 seconds after 7.
Yeah, and the battle at front end is definitely going to USA.
All right, good shot.
Yep, safely getting rid of that other guard.
My mom is down in the first section of 115. If you want to go introduce yourself.
Good.
Throws. Good throw. Yeah, one more coming. Well, I'm up.
Just China have to just stick with this.
Yeah, this is their option. This is what they've got. And I like what they're going to do here. They're going to pull this guard closer. They're going to half check it underneath the long stone out in front.
Oh,
just not managing the line or the weight here. But that zone sits in a pretty good spot. There's USA's got to navigate some rocks.
shakes his head there. So close.
Whoa, please. Whoa.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem for. Oh, there we go. A miss.
That's the kind of miss that China needed.
Just Just that red rock in front, just maybe caught his eye and put him off there.
3局啊，3。
Still smiling.
Yeah, Zot King, he's loving being out there. Let's hope he's still smiling at the end of this one.
下线，直立了。
Trying to set up a really tight guard. China could go all the way in with this rock, but part of the forefoot is under cover.
OK， 好球。
Not bad.
Yeah, and USA's got a chance if they hit this about a quarter of a rock, half a stone, they can roll over to the wings and bite the side of the 12-foot. Might be able to hang around.
You missed it by a millimeter.
Yeah, I know.
I think it almost moved with the air going.
I know.
The 2/3. Certainly up on the draws, Rich Rohanen.
Yep.
But not too much between them. He's got this one.
Get out that one.
Does he got it? He does. That's what I thought could happen. What a shot.
Called it. Called it right before it hit.
He liked that one.
He called it right before it hit. I want to say, Rich, I called it in the booth 35 seconds ago. That is
It couldn't have got any better, really, could it?
great use of the angles and the rocks that you've got. Now look at where this sits. It is absolutely buried behind the corner guard over there.
You could not have placed that better if you'd walked down the ice and put it there.
Yeah. Now that said, that stone, it's way out in the 12-foot. China does have a chance. They need to get this one down in the rings. They can put a rock biting the edge of the 4-foot under cover. It does slip a little bit deep, and now it's a USA's got a couple of options.
I think he's only back 8.
Yeah, but he's just gonna.
The goal is to score.
So what?
I know we're wide open though.
Yeah, but here's okay. Talk about it.
Yeah, so this is a chance for
Here's the thing,
USA.
if you draw to the 4-foot and he rolls under, we're never running the red because you can roll it to the center line.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just peel the yellow.
Yeah.
I think you peel the yellow. Because if you draw over here in your T line and he rolls under, now you're playing against a bunch. You got me?
Well, we could draw under right now, but then you're closing down the 4-foot.
No reason to do that.
All right, just peel.
The yellow?
Yeah.
Peel the yellow.
No.
Like
If
that.
you try the red, Greg, you end up, you
Right.
could stuff it to the center line.
So do we thick it?
I think you thin it.
Thin it? It's
Yeah.
really thin.
Then we could go right off that and in.
Okay. Well, what do you think the best way to get it out is?
I think hit 2/3 of it.
Then
It should
I'm
be fine,
jamming
right?
too.
Right?
If you dead jam it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just eye it up, whatever looks best for you, bud.
I think this is the shot.
It's the shot.
I think thick might be better.
How do we do it?
Yeah.
Thick, you can roll for
All right.
a corner guard.
We just, I mean, we gotta make sure we send it that way a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Bummer, if mine curled a millimeter, it would have been gone. Hi, buddy. I think this is the shot, Rich.
Okay. So we're going over the top or thick through?
Thick through.
Okay. So 2/3. 2/3 will make it for you. 7/8, or sorry, 3/4 is good too. I'll sweep it.
So this discussion is really about managing where to hit this rock. If they hit it in the wrong spot, it can bounce off the side stone and right into the 4-foot.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Good.
Get it!
Oh,
Get it!
almost get
Listen, how many tricks are up that sleeve of yours?
Good shot.
bonus after bonus for USA, but it does open up both sides of the ice.
Yeah, Richie better go gambling right now after this game.
Here we go. Watch the stone in the bottom of your picture.
Almost.
Into it.
And that's what they were trying to avoid, actually, running into that stone.
We wanted to have for Greg, basically.
Just hit anywhere not noticed. And you blast him.
There's the timings for both teams. China less time than the US, but still should be fine.
Yeah, ideally you'd like about 3.5 minutes per end. And that keeps it pretty comfortable. Anything over that, it's lots of time. Under that, you might be rushing and you might have to limit your discussions.
Otherwise, they just peel.
He has to put his next one in the rings. You have to peel. I don't know.
We got to peel, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Huh?
Yes.
Good.
Not certain.
They all agree. Now it's just about which way they're going to make the peel.
I mean, he's going around if you do anything else.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could go around if we wanted.
Yeah, but then if he nuts the run back,
He has to put his next
right now
rock
the
in the
worst you're
rings.
going to have to do is
Well,
probably
that
fillet.
tells its own story. The
Touching
two
forefoot.
skips are the
That's
two
what we want,
fourth
right?
players.
Yeah, that really is the story of the game. Greg Persinger playing outstanding shot after shot. Still, they need some good ones here.
Yeah, we got a big chunk. We got a big chunk. We don't take it red, though.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Good. It could have mattered.
For what?
Just leaving one there.
And instead of the fortunate roll, USA burns their own rock on the edge of the 12-foot. Gets it out of play.
A really tight game between Scotland and Switzerland. Swiss with 5-4, and ooh, this is tricky for Brismout, drawing against, looks like 3 or 4 Swiss stones.
Line's tight. A little narrow. Go then.
Got them bunched up in the air, those yellows.
Bob, if you need backing. Okay then. No backing then. Put on the tee.
Very safely finding a way in towards the button there to secure that single point for Scotland. Levels things up after 7, 5-5.
And in our feature game, so Deja and Team China trying to put a little bit of pressure on USA. They've got the opportunity to do it. They'd like this one to sit in the top 12. Biting 8-foot, beautifully placed stone.
Yep, they couldn't really do much better than that. So certainly asking the question here of Team USA.
Let's go, Greg.
Full length. Collins, do it.
Yeah.
And USA skip. He's going to get tested a little bit here. It's a great opportunity.
Nice and positive 90.
We see for the first time the speed of the ice. That's our rock clock. It is running the seconds between the two hog lines.
We're okay.
Can't hurt it.
We're okay.
Easy. We're perfect.
Tells you the speed of the ice. 14-1. Absolutely perfect.
To the applause of the crowd, really well played. They enjoyed that one. Another well executed. And from a USA point of view, ends are disappearing now.
Not even a good bump. So you can throw not even a good bump, or I like that throw, but if you threw an 80,
China
we're just going to dust that and we'll make it for you.
forcing them into just making one, but that really is all they need when you have that kind of advantage.
1 and 1 through. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a commanding lead. It's 4-point lead. That was the 8th end. There's only 2 ends to go. China's going to have to do something extraordinary.
That's the situation so far in our featured game between the USA and China at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018 here in Las Vegas. Great venue, great city, great location in the sunshine
Right here. 5 right now.
for this world event.
And things are looking pretty sunny for Team USA.
14-1 should be pretty
Up
close.
by 4. It's a commanding lead.
You know, they had that wonderful start with those 2 steals, and then that 3 in the 4th really settled them down, and they haven't really looked back. And China just haven't quite got it going at all. But not taking away from this team, they've played well, executed their shots well. And China have come up short with quite a few of their plays.
下线，看球头，离，离。
Not many choices for China. It's clear they need corner guards. And with USA's 4-point lead, they've got 1 rock in the top of the 4-foot. Philip Tilker gets the lead's favorite shot, the throw-through.
Lazy. He is absolutely lazy. But what he sweeps is really good. It's all about being efficient.
I keep saying it, but 6-2, get a couple here. Trying to make life difficult for USA in the last end. It can happen. But the finishing line is in sight for the USA, and they've just got to keep concentrating. What about Canada, Sweden? 4-4, 8th end.
Canada sits 1, 2, 3, 1 full 4. This is the last stone for Nicholas Edin. He's the Olympic silver medalist. He needs the button to take 1 and a 1-point lead after 8.
This looks like great judgment yet again. And that's why they are the Olympic silver medalists. Fantastic draw there from Edin. And fans enjoying the game between these two. 5-4 after 8.
And USA took care of business, making the single peel.
向路 OK， 力量，力，hard hard 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 hard， 再来再来再来 hard，OK， 好球。
And one game has finished in this session. It's that game between Italy and Germany, and it's 11-4 win for Italy. Really good victory for them to take them up to 4 victories. Germany staying on 1 single win, both with 1 more game to go.
Go, 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 all the way. Go, all the way, go, go, go.
Just getting that red one out the way, basically.
Yeah, and just trying to remove it as cleared away from the center of the rings as far as possible. And the corner guards, beautifully managed by China. And this is all, these setup shots in front of the rings, they're the way that China, at some point, if they can get a miss, if they can tuck something underneath, that's how they generate that all-important score of 2 points.
But they haven't managed it in the game yet at all.
Yeah, U.S. has made it incredibly difficult, and they've done so by out-executing. And the peel is made. And now it is time, based on where you are, how many rocks you've got left. China's going to go underneath the 1 corner they have left. The stone has been a little bit heavy for China's third. Puts it back again.
You can tell by his expression, though, Anne.
Ready to go
Yeah.
thick?
Little thick.
I left you that red one to make the triple up.
Half rock is enough.
It is?
Half is close,
To
yeah.
go over?
No, to go under.
Half,
Half is
will,
perfect.
got it.
half will go under.
Okay, under.
Yeah, half is really good.
China really relying on US to make a mistake, to be a slightly
Whoa.
wayward,
Yep.
slightly off, a slight miss, something they can
Gotta go.
cling on to.
Gotta go, Phil. Go.
Hold up. Whoa, stop.
Sorry, guys.
Fishtail big time.
Yeah.
And they end up rolling for center guard. That's not the worst thing that's ever happened in the world. They were okay with a simple clear and giving up the 2 points here.
No. He's got to go in the open.
They've got to get by that stone that just rolled to the top of the rings. And they do.
are.
And they make the tap. The good news for USA is with that shot, the shooters rolled towards the count rock in the back of the 12-foot. The double takeout is lined up.
And there it is.
Wow, who is second shot? If USA is second shot, they don't need the double takeout. But
Are we playing nose or are we playing inside?
Nose, right? Nose hit.
Yeah.
Heel!
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Go, Colin.
Yep. Yep.
Other way.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go. Gotta go. There. Hard.
Oh, he's still in the yellow one.
Well, we're shut now. Good throw. All right.
And remember, USA was okay giving up 2 points there. They've got a huge lead as we take a look over at Scotland, Switzerland.
Yep, 8th end now, exchange of ones in the last few ends. Very tight game. And the Swiss skip going for one here as well.
Yep. Yep, yep, linie. Yep, linie. Yep, linie. Oh. Ga naar hinten, bloednaast.
And it comes.
Oh.
Only one red, 2 Scottish counters there. Just taps on that red for 1 point and a narrow 6-5 lead going into end number 9.
That's a powerful position for Team Switzerland, fighting against the number 1 team in the field right now and fighting for their playoff position.
Yep, Swiss on 6 wins at the moment.
下楼给正常就行，别伸，别伸。哦，哦。
And this rock is got some legs, but it's in a good spot.
Good cover.
USA's got to make the simple shot selection, pick the one off the back, play the scoreboard. Because if you would have drawn up this game at the beginning and said, hey, USA, you'll go through 9 ends of play, and in the 10th, you'll be 2 up with the hammer, will you take that? You know USA would have said yes. So they're going to hit this open stone in the back, not play anything risky.
Yeah, good sensible play.
Yep.
Don't have to be flashy.
Yep.
Yep.
Just do the job. Nicely done. And hanging around as well.
Shooting, Greg. Okay. Mission accomplished. Up 2 win.
You need to have that release on the first one.
Yeah. That's all right. We take 2 up all day. All day with the hammer.
Are they listening to you, Anne?
I don't know.
I think they've got you in their ear.
You would take 2 up all day. You are correct, Skip Rich Rahonen.
Last stone of the 9th. It's been a tough day at the office for this Chinese team.
But they do have their opportunity for their first crooked number to go up on the board. And they need a little bit more than half in the rings. And they've got all the way down to half into the button.
Nicely done. It's been an uphill struggle though for Team China. They've closed the gap. Yes, 6, China 4 after 9.
中间和偏内侧点的效果都比较好，尝试嘛，咱也是尝试嘛，没准儿。
I never played tech, but you play it so that the shooter gets into the range, right?
Well, yeah, so
the shooter, if you can.
And then you move it off the center.
Here we go, 10th end. And 6-4, United States over China. In this second last round robin game for both these teams. And US needed the win here to have a chance of making the top 6. China had a remote outside chance, but that is gone if they were to lose this game. The US had the hammer in this final end. And the way they've been playing, you would expect them certainly to see this game out now.
Bump it.
Whoa.
Gotta go.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, okay, well.
Colin.
Weight's good.
Colin, go. Go, Colin, go.
So the call for the tick.
Got it, come on, you got it.
Good.
And
right to the wall.
With the help of the big guy in the brush, Phil Tilker gets another tick shot.
He's ticked all boxes in this game, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. And he's thrilled.
You want to know you've done your bit, that you've played well, that you've contributed, and he certainly has. Team China still smiling. Xiao Xilin.
只是力量啊。Close. Close. Okay. Clear.
I guess if we push it here, you should have a double.
Right. You're only going to make my double easier.
You can throw another couple feet.
Same weight.
And saving his best for the last in the, as he's getting better and better with each round robin play. Phil Tilker's last shot here in the 10th end.
You gotta keep going.
It's another tick.
Go, go, go.
You gotta keep going.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's really good.
They like it.
That's fine.
Yeah, just moving things around, getting some space.
It's good foul.
It's a great result.
Put another guard up, so.
All of them, I guess.
张开那个，我不知道他这样。
中线吗？
对。
小的。
一区啊。
小。
一区。
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 4 teams have qualified for the playoffs so far, top 6. And still some teams in with a chance of making that top 6, including the USA. If they can see this game out here.
Oh, and that is just a tough result. Trying to throw that really long center guard, just trip it over the hog line. It's underthrown by China, and now USA's got an opportunity to make a double peel.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get it.
And
Oh,
what a shot from Colin Huffman. China's chances getting fewer and further between.
away they both go.
Awesome.
You know, when things are going well, they go well. China right on the back foot, as they have really been for most of this game. They've kept in it though. They're only 2 shots down. But in this end, running out of stones, running out of opportunities. So over to the other sheet to check on that Canada-Sweden game, Anne. Well, what a game this is turning out to be.
Yeah, and it's Sweden sitting 1-2 after an outstanding double takeout from Nicholas Edin. And Canada just used their timeout to run through a couple of options with their coach, Jules Ochar, right before this stone from Brad Gushu. And I'd imagine they were going through, do we go hard and try and blank? The crosshouse double blank? Or do we take our 1 point, tie it up, and hope to steal? And after some time with their coach, they went with the draw. And they executed. Take a single point and tie the game up.
He's shaking his head.
He just knows the odds, and they are not good. It is very difficult to steal on Sweden.
And here in our feature game, China are running out of stones and running out of ends.
There is some space to hide a rock, and China's is probably going to be their last guard that they put up, hoping that USA has a miscue here and somehow sits out there, hits on the nose.
And it can happen to every team in this competition, and has done.
And there's Skip Rich Rahonen. He's having an outstanding game. He's into the 80s percentile.
Yep.
Close to the finishing line, this USA team.
Hard call. Okay, clean now, clean now, clean now. You're good.
There doesn't seem to be any panic.
Nice throw, Rich.
Away it goes. So nothing left for China now, really.
Yeah, they've got to take advantage of the couple of corner guards that are over here on the side.
Hey, did a great job.
Zodeja knows he needs to get a rock in. He's got to force USA to look at the tie game at some point.
Seems to be down the right-hand side of your picture there. Into the house. You can see the broom from Zhao Deja.
And this rock will curl so hard right at the end as the weight comes off. It finishes hard on the corner, and
decent effort.
Great play from China. Now this is a tricky peel.
Let's quickly head over to Scotland, Switzerland. 6-5 to the Swiss. 9th end. Resumption with another difficult draw here.
Yep.
It's been quite a battle between these two. One in there already for Scotland. Can they make it 2 and go into the lead? Here it comes. Well executed by Resumption and his team. 7-6 lead going into the 10th end. Back here in the 10th end of our featured game.
So Deja, he wants to split the rings. He knows he's going to need a complete miss from USA in order to tie this game up, but he's going to do everything he can to put as much pressure on them as possible.
Needs good separation here.
你这样人裁掉一个，你这打，
你还得赌他打定才能有2分，赢你才能有2分打。
USA will just keep it simple.
Okay.
They wouldn't mind rolling in a little bit, forcing the Chinese skip to hit as opposed to draw. You might just get a bit of a break there.
Never off.
So Deja's weakness today has been the takeouts.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Shot, Greg.
Hits and sticks.
Shot.
Same position.
Think about
Yep,
the way
it
you want
is
to go
in the
this
count
next one.
position.
Good throw.
So this is
7.5 even on the next one.
Zhao Deja's last stone here.
3秒，听到了，到人了。
Hard. 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 Hard.
Trying to hold the line.
Hard.
And they do. USA's got an open hit for the victory.
Yep.
All right, Gregory. Throw this good, kid.
So last throw of the 10th. Here he goes. They've just called him Gregory. I don't know whether that means it's his
Yep.
big name, big shot.
Yep.
Colin Huffman holds the line here.
Yep. There he goes. No problem at all. A really well executed professional performance from Team USA to secure the victory. They move on to 5 wins and still in with a fantastic chance of making the top 6, making those playoff games. The final score, United States 7, China 4. China stay on 3 wins. They're out of it, but they want to finish with a flourish. They've one more game to go.
All right, way to get it done.
And really, right from the start, it was good execution and a good win for the USA.
I was coming. Kind of wanted to watch this last 2 shots. Yeah. Right.
So let's check out some of the other games going on. Scotland-Switzerland game. There are the numbers so far. Exchange of leads, and Scotland in the ascendancy now, 7-6. Pfister in the 10th end. With the first, his 2 stones. Coming up next. This one drifting on a little bit for Switzerland. So it will be the skip stones next. So Scotland counting 1 there at the top of the 4-foot. Switzerland still with a great chance of the top 6. Scotland already qualified. They've had a fantastic run at these championships. A first Worlds for Bruce Mouat and this team.
On you go then, line's good. Aye. We got run. Hammy still. Aye. Run just now. Line's good. Line's perfect if you look. Run. Bobby for nose. Aye, Bob. Aye.
Just want it to freeze up against this other yellow. That's a really nice shot from Bruce Mouat. Really nice.
67, so I must have forgot to say that after Hammies. Wanneer ben je naar de kaart mag? Ah, kijk, ja. Ja.
Switzerland on 6 wins, 4 losses, lying in 5th position in the rankings at the moment. Mark Pfister having a super game here, 89%.
Wie ben die hand toevallig? Lien is goed, Tembo.
They like the line.
Lien is goed. Nog maar Lengi. Nog maar Lengi. Achtung. Lien is goed. Lien is goed. Lien is goed. Net switchen.
Yeah, he's get another one in on top of that red. Really nicely played as well from the Swiss skip. So Switzerland, second shot now. Scotland at the top of the standings right now. Played 10, won 9, just lost the 1 game. Over to Canada against Sweden. They're in the 10th end as well. 5-all. And Nicolas Sedin has this shot to win it. Take them on to 10 wins. Here he goes. What a close game this has been all the way. Sweden with a great start with a 3 that set them up, but Canada fought back, and now it's all come down to this final stone, and here we go, easing it in to the red, and it is a one-shot win in the end for Sweden. What a championship they're having. A defeat for Canada. They stay on 8 wins. Look at those stones lined up there. This is the 10th end. Scotland taking this end right to Switzerland. Scotland, the red stones, counting 2. Mark Vista has this to level things up and take it to an extra end here. Last stone of the 10th. He's played some super draws throughout this game. To find a way around and into the 4-foot to take this to an extra end. Oh, is it going to be knocked off the side of the red? Oh, he's just made... Oh, no, he hasn't. Or has he? They're looking at them. It's 1, they need yellow to take it to an extra end. But it's looking like it might be red. It is looking like it might be red. They want to measure. So those 2 stones will remain. And the measuring device will come out. He was just a bit heavy. And from that angle, it looks like a Scotland stone. Super effort from Mark Vista of Switzerland. And this really is very important for Switzerland, this win. Keep them in the hunt for the playoffs. They need this one to count to take it to an extra end. You can see just too much on it, a little bit of sweeping, taps off. We're talking a centimetre. So the measuring device comes out. Actually, from that angle, it's a little more in doubt for me. Well, let's wait and see. So you see the dial going round there. And spin this around. Scotland red. This is the Swiss stone. This is the one they need to count. And I'm afraid it is the red stone, and that means victory for Scotland. A steal at the end to give them an 8-6 win. Super game between these two, and take Scotland now on to 10 wins as well, alongside Sweden at the top. Switzerland stay on 6. Scotland 8, Switzerland 6, the final score. And another super win for this young Scotland team. This was our featured game between the United States and China. It was a 7-4 win for the United States. And the US pretty much had control for much of the game. China with a chance to close the gap in 6. They were 5-1 down. But they can only clear one American red, and it's 1, 5-2. Like the 7th end, and we're on to the 8th now. US again in control, but China lying 2 in the 8th there.
Nice and positive.
So Greg Persinger was forced to draw for one, which he makes successfully. 6-2 now, and into the ninth end. And finally, China had a chance to get a 2 on the scoreboard here. Last stone, Deja, and he successfully makes that. He does close the gap, but running out of ends, it's 6-4 going into the 10th. And it was a hit for one for the USA to seal the win, 7-4. Take them on to 5 wins and still in with a great chance of making the top 6. And there are the results from all the games in this session. Scotland 8, Switzerland 6, Canada 5, Sweden 6, Italy 11-4 over Germany, and our feature game, United States 7, China 4. So that's how the standings are shaping up. Still, the top 4 certain, but the next 2 places still in the balance between Switzerland, Korea, Russia, and the US are the ones vying for those final 2 places.
Rich, congratulations on that fantastic win for Team USA.
Yeah, we played pretty well, except for the first. Got in a little trouble in the first and got one fortunate break, and then after that we pretty much controlled the whole game. So it was pretty well played after that.
Speaking of the first end, that last draw by Fourth Stone's Greg Persinger, how big was that for your team?
Yeah, it was huge because we were in good shape. We were laying 3, and then suddenly they made a couple of unbelievable great shots. Like, he could only see a quarter of that one. Rock tapped it back, and then Greg to draw in there in the back 8 and just get it buried enough where we had to make them make a tough shot in the first end. There's a lot of times in the first end it's curling really hard because it's not quite broken in the middle because everybody's throwing their draws to the 4-foot. So when we got, I had a feeling he didn't have enough ice when he put it down. I told Greg I didn't think he had enough, but and it wasn't really close. So Greg, as long as we got it fully buried, I felt like we were fine. And after that, we played pretty good.
Yeah, you guys had a great game, and this was a very valuable win. You've got one more game in the round robin. What are you going to do to prepare for Team Switzerland tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm going to take a nap this afternoon. We played late last night, and it's hard to go to sleep after that win. So we're probably going to go back and just relax, maybe even go hang out by the pool for an hour and just get in some sun. And then we have one left. I don't know. I think we're not mathematically eliminated yet. So we win that one, we've got a chance.
Okay, all right. Good luck. Keep up the great play.
Thanks a lot.
The victorious US skip there, and they are still in with a great chance of making that top 6. Hope you've enjoyed the action from the Orleans Arena. From me, Alison Walker, and Swiss Home, and the rest of the team. We'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.
Yep.
Yeah, hard. Take it. Same way.
Line perfect. Go, boys.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on. Hard! Turn it in hard! Whoa, whoa.
Yep, go by.
Hard.
投个6尺赢了就行。
正常。Great job. Clean. Yes, hard.